many of you, I like to think I'm a pretty smart guy. I mean, I can put a navigation address in the system and actually get there. Now, you might think that's simple, but my aunt calls me to do it for her, and she's only 80. She's a young 80. So, you know, I need to acknowledge that I'm smart. I'm smart. But it irks me when there's just something I can't figure out, as smart as I think I am. And that is, why does every bird, animal, every insect, every species on our planet move precisely according to nature? They know when to mate, when to eat, when not to eat, when to hibernate, when to re-emerge. And we, as the highest intelligence life form on this planet, cannot get it right. We kill each other. We dislike each other. We just tear up the earth. This has been irking me, and I could never figure it out, and so I let it go. Until one day I was late for work, and what I thought was traffic holding me up, I was about to get angry when I looked. It was the chicken run to Popeyes.
Wow.
I'm like, look at this. But then a bigger epiphany hit me. The answer that I've always been searching for smacked me dead in my head. There's no chimpanzees on that line. No lions, no tigers, no birds. None of the animals in creation are on that line. And that's what I knew. Mr. Toastmaster, my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished and honored guests. The reason every species on this planet can function according precisely to nature is because what they feed on all day long. They consume the food of nature. We, on the other hand, human beings, have lost our way, and we eat a bunch of devitalized, processed, refined, fried, oily foods that cannot digest. We eat things that the human body was not meant to digest. Today, for the short period I stand up here, I'm going to share one major theme with you, and that is the information contained in our planet and how to govern ourselves in our planet is contained right in what we put in our bodies, the food of this planet. You can stop and think and look and remember a time when the people before us built pyramids, did all incredulous things that we, up until this day, cannot even comprehend or figure out. They were not eating the foods we eat. They were not eating processed foods. A whole food, plant-based diet is a diet that is a part of nature. This planet been here for trillions of years, and the information contained in it is what the animals feed off of. This is how they know how to move. When you reverse your diet and take all of these processed foods out of it, you become one with nature again. This is how I gain these epiphanies and these things come to me. You begin to see that it's not natural to eat a hamburger. Why? Because a starch and a protein do not go together. They cannot process in your system. One has to wait in your system to be digested while the other rots and sits for days. If you are eating 3 meals a day and you're going to the bathroom 1 time a day, you're constipated. So I will share vitality, and last, I will share a personal story of mine. There is one power on this planet, and it's called vitality. What is vitality? Vitality is your ability to generate as much energy as you can within your physical composition and live your life to the highest of your physical existence on this planet. Every animal does it. Children do it. We don't. We're lethargic. We're tired. We complain. We can't move. We have pains and aches. That is because the number one food on the planet is oxygen. And when you cannot get the vital necessity nutrients from your food that goes through what we call the hemoglobin, which is the blood that carries the oxygen to your brain, you cannot be vibrant. You cannot be vibrant. You cannot reverse aging. You cannot reverse sickness. My brother was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He had 4 lesions on his brain. He was given approximately 4.5 months to live. The family was distraught. However, he had a friend from Jamaica, a Rastafarian guy, that came and said, listen, if you want to live, I can tell you how. We always like, what is he talking about? He went right to the cupboard, cleared everything out, went to the kitchen, no dairy, no milk, no meats. He took everything away from my brother. And we were shocked. My family's like, get him, is he crazy trying to kill him? He said, we would juice for him 3 times a day. He would not eat any foods. Everybody went crazy. We were in an uproar. My brother said, no, in his weak voice. Let's listen to him. So we did what he said. Within 3 days of that diet, my brother was going to the bathroom on his own. Within 1 week, my brother was showering on his own after being helped by us every day. And within the first 2 months, he was up, back to work, his vibrant self. Vitality came back. Those circulations, his pituitary gland opened up, the pineal gland opened up. The hypothalamus that connects you to your central nervous system, that makes you more aware, opened up, and his vitality returned. My brother lived 4 extra years because of this. Now, if you're wondering, he did pass away. But he passed away because he started reintroducing the very same foods back into his diet that was causing him the problem because he thought he won. That experience needed no doctor from me. No one in a white coat had to tell me anything. I knew it, and I set out on a course, everything I could do to find out how to eat, how to prepare foods. And this is what I stand before you to share with you today. If I can get you to think for 1 second, even about just the foods that you eat, even about adding less salt to that meal, even about putting more green veggies into your meal, then I feel I've done a good service of what I plan to do on this planet, which is spread this message everywhere. Hippocrates said, let your food be your medicine, and your medicine be your food. If we get back to that, we will be vibrant beings again, as we were before. Thank you very much.